Hey, my friend, how you doing? How you feeling? So, if you're in your 30s right now, I'm gonna talk to you about two things inside of this video that you can use to either increase your income, make extra income, or just blow your income out of the water, like taking it to a whole next level. That's what some people has done with this information once they understand it. The beautiful thing about you being in your 30s is that you've already acquired a bunch of experience. So what we're going to do is the fact that with the knowledge that you have, you can create an income stream by creating a digital product. This is what we're gonna do inside this video. I'm gonna break it down for you on the process that you could do, you can actually use to do that. Because the thing is, right now, AI is very powerful. Artificial intelligence, people are using it to take their business to the next level. You can couple that if you are someone who's already into AI with building your own personal product, digital product that's gonna catapult you. This process has changed my life and changed the life of many people that I know. I know one of my students, literally the guy was selling car and he came out and created a digital product and changed his life. Let me give you an example. So first, we're gonna need to have what's called a niche. A niche can be an experience that you have, something that you've been doing for a very particular long time of your life and you have some good experience in it. You know, something you've been doing for 2-3 years. You know, if we say 10 years, you'll master at it. If you 10 years, if you do something for 10 years, you more likely know how to do it very well. But if you've been doing something for 6 months, you know, if you've already gained experience, you already understand how to get from point A to point B, you can direct somebody from point A to point B. A lot of the time, people think that you have to take the person to Z. A lot of the time, people are looking to get to the next level. If you can take them from point A to point B, your job is done. So let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, we're gonna say something as mundane as selling cars. You know, let's say you're someone who's been selling cars for the last 10 years, right? You've been selling cars, you have experience in it, so you know the process on the right. Let's say you've been flipping car, right? You go out there, you buy a car and you flip it, you make some money. And this is a process for you. So how can we turn that into a digital product to make income? Think about it. The process, there's going to be a bunch of other people who would like to learn the process that you have on how you do that. What type of car do you buy? You know, what type of value you're looking for in the car? People's going to have a bunch of questions, and those questions are life-changing. This is where your product is going to come in, because your product is actually the answers to those questions from your experience. So if you're someone, let's say you're not selling car, you have experience in gardening, you have experience in trucking, you have experience in, you've been working in the field, you have some type of experience, people are looking for answers in those particular field. The beautiful thing is that, think about the internet. If you're in your 30s, you grew up on the internet. You know MySpace when it came out, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You probably have grown on the internet. We know Amazon when it got started to what it is today. Started low, but see what it is today. You understand how the internet is so powerful. So now with the age of information, being able to leverage your skill set that you've already have through the years, your knowledge that you already have through the years, you can couple that into a product that you can sell to make money digitally. One of the reasons why digital products work so well is the low cost of entry. You don't have to pay a bunch of money to get it done. If you're gonna start a business right now, any other business, you're gonna have to come up with startup capital. Most business, let's say you're gonna do a restaurant right now. I have a friend of mine that I was actually helping with, you know, they building a restaurant, and I'm, you know, creating a project plan for them, how much money they're gonna need to have to get it off the ground. And we sit down together, we went to the list of the stuff that they need after they secure the place that they're gonna use, the space they're gonna use for the restaurant. They already secured it, paid the money, paid the down deposit, but the place came with nothing. So that means they're gonna have to buy stove, fridge, table, chairs, and a bunch of stuff, you know, cashier, registry. They gotta paint the floor, they gotta reshape the walls. It's gonna cost them thousands of dollars. And in some cases, if your plan is big, after we jet down the plan, we was already going over $50,000. Now imagine if your plan is to open a big space, you're looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you're gonna go major, you're gonna go into millions. The beautiful thing about a digital products is that it's very low cost of entry. You can even start for zero. But I will not say zero because in the process, there are gonna be some tools that you might need if you wanna make it a little bit fancy. Because if you're gonna create a product, you might need a place to host it. You might not just put the video on YouTube and say somebody pay me and then send them to YouTube. It's not gonna make sense to them. So you might need a place of hosting. But those places, these things, they are much better than they were before. And a lot of them, the solution are much cheaper than before. So with like 10 bucks, 20 bucks, you can get a service where you host your stuff. Even if you're paying them monthly, something like Vimeo for video, you host the video, or even YouTube Premium where you host the video and you can send people there to just watch it. So that's one of the key points that you have to think about is having the ability to start for almost zero down, starting a business with the knowledge and experience that you already have growing up from your teen, from your 20s, all those experience, all those answers that you already have, or sometimes even your struggle. You went through a struggle before you even find an answer. Now there's somebody who's going through the same struggle who's willing to pay you if you can package it together for them so that they can see the value into what you're offering them. Like I said earlier, if you're gonna show somebody how to make more money in selling cars and flipping cars, that's valuable to them. They probably gonna double their income or increase their income. So therefore, they more than likely be willing to pay you for that. If you're gonna teach somebody how to face suicidal thoughts, that's somebody's life. If you overcome being suicidal, you wanted to kill yourself at a certain point of your life, and you went to some process that gives you some type of relief. I know I went to a hardship of my life, hard time of my life where I was going nuts. I don't know if you've ever been there, but if you've been in that position, can you help somebody who's actually going through the same thing, that think life is over, that think they will not see another day? Meanwhile, you knew what you went through. You can feel what they feeling, because sometimes the world is turning upside down around you, but everybody else seems to be having a good time, and you feel like you're the only one going through what you're going through. But being able to provide that solution to that person will enable them to get out of that funk the fastest. So that can be a product that really changed their life. So not only you sharing your experience, but you making a difference in the world by making a difference in somebody's life. Make sense? So that's another thing that creating a digital product. One other thing is scalability. Being able to scale a digital product, it's past any business by none. The fact that you don't have to keep recreating the digital product. You create a digital product one time, you host it, you put it online, you put it in whatever you're gonna put it. You can scale it, meaning you can sell it to one person. You go sell it to another person. You don't have to create a new product. You go sell it to 10 more people. You go sell it to 100 more people. Guess what, guys? You don't have to create anything else. You go sell it to 1,000 people. You don't have to keep creating a new product. Meanwhile, if you're selling something physical, let's say you're selling this wallet, right? This wallet for cards. It's something very physical. If you sell one of them, guess what? You gotta sell to the next person. You gotta create a new wallet for the next 10 people that needs it. A digital product, unlike Soul, you create the information just one time. 10 people needs it, they all get access to it. You don't have to keep recreating it. So the scalability of this stuff is way higher than the scalability of a physical product. And another thing a physical product is gonna do for you is giving you the ability to create what's called passive income. With active income, you have to always be there in order for you to make money with whatever you're selling actively. Or if you're selling your time, with some people, they have a job, you might have a 9 to 5, so you're selling your time in order for you to gain money back. You have to be there. That's why it's time-based, it's time frame. You have to show your time, you exchange your time for money. With the thing with exchanging your knowledge for money, it's amazing because it comes from your head. Like all you have to do is having the experience and expressing what's in your mind. It's crazy how it's like you have gold in there. It's like it's gold Because to you, it might not be worth it. You might think it's something very simple as telling somebody, how to, before they go buy a car, go to the bank, and there's 3 banks that's gonna give you the money at a way lower rate instead of going to the direct dealership, and they're gonna run your credit, and you might have like 10 inquiries on your credit that drop your credit score 50 points, versus you going to those 3 banks or this 1 bank, get 1 pull, and then boom, you get a loan from them, you get a better rate, you get your car, boom. See, to me, that's just saying that it just might be something that I know, but there was a time I literally did not know this information. I paid somebody $5,000, got into their course, got into the mastermind, learned everything about credit and how credit works, and I got this piece of information. So now it might not be worth $5,000 to you, right? I had a whole course, there was way more information in there, but to that person, it's worth it because that enabled them to maybe did 50,000, 100,000, or 5 million, or 1 million. So you never know how your information is gonna impact somebody's life. So you don't want to retain that information. So having the ability to scale it and having the ability to create passive income, you don't have to be there in order for the income to come in. Because once the person buy your stuff, it's just gonna keep coming, which also give you the ability to have a high profit margin. Because if you're running a restaurant, you gotta go buy the food. The food is gonna cost you money, so you gotta go buy, purchase the food, and then cook it, and then sell it. So that's one way you make money, but every time you go out there, you gotta spend money to buy the food. If you selling a digital product, it's very high margin because you only spend time to create that information one time. So let's say it costs you, I don't know, let's say you're into high production, you're gonna go buy a system, you're gonna go buy email system, you're gonna go buy like something like ClickFunnels to host it, you're gonna make it look pretty, you're gonna go hire somebody to create a logo, to create design for you and make it look fancy and make it look nice. Let's say it costs you $3,000 to create this product that you're selling, right? You're selling it for, let's say you're selling it for $1,000. After 3 sales, okay, you done made the money that you spent on the product. After that, any other sales that you get in the future, it's profit. So it's a high profit margin. It's very highly profitable for you. And that's one of the reasons why creating a digital product, whether you're selling it for $97, then instead of 3 sales, it will take you 30 sales to make $3K if you spend $3K on making it. But remember, I said it's very low cost. You don't need to spend $3K. You can spend $10 and create a digital product, or create an ebook, create some types of product once you find your niche. So the key is, there's almost, back in the days, it was a little bit scary because the internet, you had to find profitable niche. But as things get evolved and more people get online, almost everybody gets online. There's almost every niche is online. Anything that you can think of, like back in the days, I used to teach people you need to be in a profitable niche. You need to get in a niche that people are spending money or making money, but it was only because people was getting accustomed to the internet as time goes by to spend their money online. Because remember, there was a time if you had a clothing store, you probably wasn't making money online. More likely, people was going to the mall to buy their clothes. They was going to the shop to buy their clothes. They was not comfortable with going on the internet and see a shop and spend the money on there and waiting for it to come in the mail. But now, everybody knows, like, okay, I don't want to go to the mall. Like, I can save myself time, and I got a variety online. I got access to way more options that I can think of. I'd rather go on the internet. So if your goal is to create a business online and selling clothes and stuff, you have the opportunity to sell to a lot more people because everything has moved on the internet. So that is life changing. When we take it on the side of having the ability to be open 24/7, that makes it even more profitable because you don't have to close down. If you have a store, you're gonna be open from 9 to 5 or 9 to 8, or let's say 9 to 9 if you're working at the mall. Then you shut it down because everybody go to sleep, nobody's coming in. You shut it down, you gotta reset, restart the next day. With the internet, with a digital product like this video, I don't know what time it is right now you're watching it. Put the time down below in the comment. If you're watching it at a specific time, you can put the time, and that's just to prove the point. At this time you're watching this video, I'm not shooting this video. I've been shot this video. I'm doing something else. I'm probably on the beach. I'm probably hanging with my family. I'm probably in a meeting. I'm probably doing something else. Probably working on a different business. I'm probably working on an event. But you watching this video right now. You're getting this content right now. I'm not selling anything in this video, but if I had choose to sell any of my products, or if you look in my description, if I have any link, you click on those links and you buy any of my product as a call to action, that would have been a sell. And that's how powerful having access to a digital product that is online, that you don't have to, you just have to create content around it to sell it. You don't have to always be there in order for you to create a sell, which makes it so powerful. So that's one of the other reason why having a digital product in your 30s, you've already acquired so many knowledge, you have so much experience. Don't waste them. Don't let them die in your head when they can be profitable. If you went to school, you went to the school system, you acquired some type of degree, you have some type of experience, you worked at the hospital, whatever it is that you've done, there's somebody out there, some people out there who's looking for information for that stuff. If you go out there and you want to help people and you charge people what you're worth, you charge people something, they're gonna pay you. Let me give you a quick story. My first product that I ever created, I've only went online maybe for like 6 months, and I was teaching people how to get leads and traffic of Craigslist. Craigslist is a place where people was posting jobs. You know, people was posting jobs and different opportunities. So I went on Craigslist. When I learned how to post to get leads and traffic on Craigslist for my business, I started making money in my business through Craigslist. So what I did, I just went on YouTube, make a bunch of videos teaching people how to get traffic and leads on Craigslist. And they started to get results in their business, and they started to send me testimonial. Oh my God, I just made $100 in my business today. I just made $1,000. You changed my life. I just made $2,000. And some of them were coming from different types of business. And they all needed the one thing, which was leads, traffic. They all need the one thing. So that video provided a solution. I decided to create a product with the help of my mentor. He kind of mentored me to create my first product, launched the first product, sell it for $50, and 100 people bought it on the first day, which made me $5,000 on a test. The product wasn't even live. I didn't have the product yet. I just tested it and said, hey, I'm going to make this product. If you need it, grab it. I didn't even think people was going to buy. 50 bucks, made $5,000 in a day. It was life-changing to me. So the process is still worth it. It's still working right now. So in your head right now, I want you to think right now, how many things do you know right now you think that people will be willing to pay you for, and that you can make a life-changing gain, a life-changing income out of right now? You'll never know if you never test it. So you have many things. If you're in your 30s, don't waste your experience. Profit from your experience. All right, that was Casey. Appreciate you for watching this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. See you guys later. Let's go. Bye.